When mornings are in doubt, the afternoon rush will be your scout.
Audio Jungle.
Buenas tardes, mi amiga. We are back here again for another interview. Last episode, we interviewed people about cross-cultural communication. But this time, we'll ask the opinions of random students from Liceo de Cagayan University to give their opinions about the full implementation of death penalty here in the Philippines. Would they agree or disagree? What could their arguments be? Whatever it is, let us respect their decisions since we have different perspectives. Let us welcome the chosen students from Liceo to give their opinions about the topic. We have two sides. The first side is the one who agrees with the full implementation of death penalty, while the other side disagrees. Allow me to introduce Miss Jen from ABM 1. Good afternoon, Miss Jen. I hope all is well with you. Do you support the full implementation of death penalty in the Philippines?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Implementing the death penalty is such a serious matter that needs serious and thorough discussion. First, as a citizen and a learner, I've been exposed to different crime issues that I've watched on television. News about innocent people being falsely accused by the true suspect's power and wealth over the good. Poor people are being degraded, silenced, and denied their basic human rights. Although I understand that this does not apply to all situations, somehow poor and uneducated people are commonly the ones who have been discriminated against. The reason for this is corruption. Corrupt police officers, politicians, and officials are the reason for this. If people only elected proper officials, we can all be assured that justice system would not be touched, and the verdict of the court would be same as the results of the investigation. If we only had good officials who showed dignity and respect to everyone, no matter what their status in life was, rich or poor, our justice system would be better. But we don't. So what do you think will happen if there's a death penalty? Death is such a serious thing. You take away the life of a person, and if that person was really innocent, then it's too late to turn things around. So I beg to disagree on death penalty. Might as well fix our justice system first.
Thank you for your well-explained and very informative opinion regarding the topic, Miss Jen. To be fair, let us listen to the other side's explanation, which supports the death penalty. Good afternoon, Tresha. Thank you for taking time to participate in our interview. Why do you agree with implementing the death penalty here in the Philippines? Good afternoon, ma'am. You're very much welcome. I also want to participate in this kind of activity to share my thoughts and test my abilities. Going back to our topic, I am in favor of the death penalty being used in the Philippines because it deters crime. People who favor the death penalty claim that in its absence, severe crimes like murder, rape, and homicide would increase because dangerous people wouldn't be prohibited from engaging themselves in anything they wanted, from selling drugs to raping and even killing others. Because of the Philippines' poor legal system, I believe that applying the death penalty will serve to protect the safety and well-being of its citizens. Murderers endanger this community's safety and welfare. Only by executing convicted offenders can society ensure that they won't kill again. Prior to Duterte's presidency, Duterte's action towards the death sentence, particularly with regards to drug addicts, helped the Philippines become clean under his previous administration. The criminals will carry out their acts as long as you are not superior to them. The death penalty might be a great tool for strengthening our legal system in the Philippines. And with stronger laws, criminals will be terrified to commit crimes. You have a point, Miss Tresha. Thank you for your opinions. I don't know which side to take since both of you have a good argument. Let us hear the opinions of Michelle, who disagree. Hi, Michelle. What is the reason for your opposition in implementing the death penalty here in the Philippines?
Good afternoon, ma'am. I disagree because many Filipinos are too poor to access the judicial system because they are aware that they cannot afford an attorney and that it will take years for their case to be resolved. The underprivileged choose not to bring lawsuits. Overcrowding in jail is the most visible issue confronting detention centers as a result of a clogged legal and court system. If the legal system here is flawed, how can we tell if a killer allegedly is indeed accountable for their action? There is no way to save the person's life if they are found not guilty and given the death penalty. This is yet another justification for my opposition to the death sentence in the Philippines. Only the poor are punished, the wealthy are not.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Michelle. That is indeed a sad reality. Let us hear another student who agrees about the death penalty. Allow me to welcome Francis to defend his side. Hi, Francis. What can you say about Michelle's argument?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ma'am. I would like to answer Miss Michelle's question in which she said, how can we tell a killer a jury is needed accountable for their actions? First of all, I support implementing the death penalty in the Philippines, and I believe that all that the Philippines has weak legal system, police officers and detectives are well trained, knowledgeable and experienced in their fields. You can't assume that someone is not guilty just because of our poor judicial process for their investigation have led them to suspect a cause of a crime. You cannot agree that because of a poor legal system, defendants in innocent and have been falsely accused. Police don't automatically suspect someone without conduct additional analysis and investigation. That death penalty should be implemented as a punishment, especially for criminals who commit seriously crimes like rape and murder. Their actions are those of a monster, not a person. They have no idea how much trauma they are causing a victims and their families. Also, if you are already is preventively, you should avoid getting involved in things that can lead to false accusations. You let criminal just because you have the mindset that he or she might be falsely accused. Let's just put ourselves in a situation where the suspect actually did those criminal murdering people and raping and incontinent women. Would you still disagree with implementing the death penalty?
Thank you, Sir Francis, for sharing your thoughts and defending your side. Let us now give the mic to Sir Daven to get his opinion on the topic. Sir Daven, good afternoon. How are you feeling today? And what can you say about what Sir Francis said? Do you agree with the idea of full implementation of the death penalty here in the Philippines?
Good afternoon, ma'am, and thank you for asking how I'm doing. I'm doing quite well, Sir Francis, and good afternoon to everyone. I respect and accept your views on the topic, but personally, I oppose the concept of imposing the death sentence here in the Philippines because killing people is wrong, no matter how serious the offense may be. You cannot take someone's life merely because they committed a crime. We do not decide to kill the lives of others. Killing someone to punish a criminal, in my opinion, shows that you are no different from them. The death penalty infringes on the right to life, which also happens to be the most fundamental of all human rights. Additionally, it is against the law to use torture or any cruel, brutal, or humiliating methods of punishment or treatment. Furthermore, the death sentence offends the essential dignity of every person. The death penalty is a symptom of a culture of violence, not a solution.
Thank you, Sir Daven, for sharing your views on the topic. I would like to hear from the last students who will share his thoughts regarding this topic. I would like to welcome Sir Rabro to share his views and opinions.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. I listen to every opinion of other students regarding the topic. We have different outlooks, but I still respect their decisions, since We are diverse and we have the right to speak up for our thoughts. Executions are the only way to put an end to fatal crimes at the current level of criminality. If someone kills another person, they have forfeited all of their human rights, including the right to life. Should a murderer and a rapist be allowed to spend the remainder of their lives in a comfortable environment with a public transport? It is unfair to be providing them with housing, clothing, and food at the expense of the taxpayer for the rest of their lives. When they killed someone else, they forfeited their claim to life. The only way justice can be done through their legal execution. The death sentence should be used to punish them.
Thank you to everyone who contributed their thoughts and opinions on the issue. Your perspectives do matter. Whatever your preferences, the most crucial thing in this situation is to educate us the importance of respect and understanding despite the fact that we have conflicting views so that there won't be any anarchy in the world.
Audio
What do you think about the death penalty being fully implemented in the Philippines? Among people who are watching this video. Our episode for this afternoon comes to close here. I appreciate the students from the Sayo de Cagayan University for participating in this interview. This is Trish Evelyn Partridge, your host for today. Only here on the Afternoon Rush. Keep an eye out for more upcoming videos.
Audio Jungle.